It's all set for a cold end to 2020. This is your festive fleeting view updated on Christmas Eve and just taking you quickly through the next few days. Christmas Day's chart has a ridge of high pressure across the British Isles already being pushed away by a strengthening west by southwesterly wind across the northern parts of the country, and that will be producing gale force winds across the Scottish mountains, strengthening as the day goes on. Now, temporarily milder air gets in, a lift of freezing level as the day goes on towards around 1,000–1,100 metres, some rain developing in the western side of the Highlands, some snow flurries ahead of that as the chillier air is around at first, and having had a widespread frost overnight, terrain broadly frozen for much of Christmas Day. Daytime sunshine with some high cloud building from the west across England and Wales. It's Boxing Day gales that then become widespread. We've got a powerful west by southwesterly flow across the country. We've got one weakening cold front sinking southwards, another feature coming into the northwest, relentless precipitation coming into western mountains in Scotland in particular. Rain lower down, snow and whiteout throughout the day higher up, least of that toward the far eastern side of the Highlands, but out west it's really a poor day. Across the Lake District and Wales, rain, drizzle more or less all the way through, lighter, patchier rain the further east you go across Wales and more into the Peak District. Very low cloud then covering most western mountains. Temperatures and freezing levels will then begin to fall as we go into Boxing Day night. Now this chart shows you precipitation type, quite a coarse resolution of model, but gives you the general feel for where things are going. Snow largely confined to the higher Scottish mountains for Boxing Day. Onwards though into the early hours of Sunday, those blue colours indicating the snow will turn up more widely, even across England and Wales. Lying snow could well be down to lower slopes quite widely into Sunday then. Most frequent snow and hail focused around western mountains, sometimes setting in. Other places getting away with more often dry and clear conditions, best of that typically toward the eastern side of the Highlands. The wind speed just needs watching carefully through Sunday and even onwards into Monday. Local lulls, but also strengthening at times. All turning northeasterly and maintaining the cold pattern through Monday onwards into Tuesday. The scope some further areas of snow around, some substantial falls in places across the hills and mountains, and may well fall and lie to lower slopes for periods as well. We've got some clearer conditions in the forecast too, so not all a snowy picture, some sunshine around at times as well. Overnight hard frost will be common, and that's the likely theme as we head onwards to New Year. It leaves a snowfall accumulation map looking something like this, and substantial falls across the northern and western parts of the Highlands. Most of the hills and mountains likely to have got at least a covering, could well be significant across many hills of Britain by the time we get to New Year's Day, and indications favour the cold pattern continuing well onwards into January. We shall keep you up to date, as always, here at MWIS. Have a very Merry Christmas.